Recording has begun. This is Angela Lehman of Living Well Now Leadership. If I haven't met you before, I'll be managing these coaching and accountability sessions for the next couple of weeks while Andrea is in New Zealand and then Australia. I think she said it was going to be about 2 o'clock in the morning or some ridiculous time for her in the middle of the night, essentially. And so I said, no problem, we've got this. And then on the book club call on Sunday night, I let everyone know that I would record these coaching calls during the Game Plan Bootcamp, because if you happen to not be able to join it and you want to be able to listen to the content later, we'll just take that extra step to make that happen. I'll shut the recording down, though, before we share out our accountability goals for the week. However, I think the best way to take in this information is to come live on the call, because this was something we learned from Artemis Limpert. Artemis said, those people who carve out that time, remember we talk about our hours of operation from Sarah Robbins' training, people who carve out their hours of operation are really treating this as a business. So if you know that on Friday mornings at 7 o'clock or 10 o'clock, as the case may be for all of you joining us from East Coast, then maybe there's some way that you can adjust your schedule for these next 5 weeks to make the live calls and really kind of step up your game in terms of active engagement. I know 10 o'clock isn't really an ideal time for those people who are working. I remember when I was teaching, though, I had prep hours that I could change my schedule around, or I could block out that time. And instead of running to make last minute copies on my prep, I could do business. So I just encourage you to think creatively over the next 5 weeks to make that happen. Really excited to tell you about a couple of things that are coming. One of the things I mentioned yesterday, Ann Darby had a great post about how she was following up with members on her team who had ordered 250 PV this month. So not only had they gotten the promotion from Young Living, some of them had paid or had ordered more product than they had in the past, so they were eligible for the Living Well Now promotion, and they were investing in their health. So she was honoring them with a thank you card. That post is in the Business Builders group, somewhere in the whole gamut of things. And I wrote back to her, and I just appreciated her for following up with that outrageous customer service. And those people who are on the call today, I want to tell you that Living Well Now, aka Ange and Andrea and Deb and Erin and Sarah, and even now our Gold and Above leaders, we really strive to choose promotions and campaigns in light of what we know about network marketing that go hand in hand with Young Living's promotions, but also with your OGB goals. So when you support those campaigns by tagging people, by sending out separate messages, by following up with people with cards and personalized customer service, you are essentially you're plugging into the things that we're promoting in order to make your business more successful. That kind of individual follow-up that Anne was doing was key to making this Essential Rewards promotion this month possible and so successful. As we're collecting names from the people who are participating, one of the things that we noticed, and the reason we chose Essential Rewards as our campaign for this month, was because last month our campaign, remember, was enrolling, brand new enrollers. So we really wanted those people to jump on Essential Rewards here in their first month and benefit the people that had signed them up the first month. We also wanted those people who had maybe just gotten their toe in the water last month see the effects from earning their check, being able to turn that back into becoming a product of the product by increasing their Essential Rewards order. So it was very strategic and intentional, and the personalization that you give it is what promotion is all about. I'm going to grab a graphic off my wall over here. This is from I went to the Most Powerful Women in Network Marketing event at the beginning of March, and Tiffany Malott and Lauren Lahav, or Slocum Lahav, these are them, Tiffany and Lauren. They are top network marketing professionals in their companies. If you want to write their names down and follow them on Facebook and duplicate what they're duplicating, because they're super successful. But each of the presenters at that event talked about one of Eric Worre's top skills, his 7 skills that he recommends most network marketers or all network marketers do in order to be successful. And theirs was on promotion. So I can screenshot this and put it in the group later, but I want you to see the things that are on here are not go into your group and just announce that Living Well Now is having an Essential Rewards promotion and hope you all take part. That's announcing. That's letting people know. That's announcing something that's happening that would benefit them. Promoting, in light of that, they use the word promote it. They use that as an acronym. Here's what they say. First of all, promise yourself. Promise yourself, and the notes that I took on this are a little sketchy, so I'm going to do my best to recap it for you. But promise yourself that this is something that you are going to help others see value in, okay? Help them see value in it. Recognize people. So R stands for recognition. Recognize the people who are doing it. Notice when they place their order. Send them a note, send them a text, tag them in the Facebook post. Yes, so-and-so took advantage of this opportunity. How awesome. Recognize them. Show that O is on fire, that this is like the next best thing to sliced bread, that being on Essential Rewards, how it's changed your life, what you're able to do now because you're ordering from your own store every month instead of going to the local big box stores or pharmacies to get your products. You've done transfer buying. You've invested in your nutrition. Your immune systems are stronger. You're showing how you're on fire. The next one is M, which is manifest it. Manifest it means to put it into action. So really capture a statistic. And this is what changed my business last month with moving toward platinum. Was I picked a statistic about how many people were on Essential Rewards or how many people were ordering on my team, and I wanted to increase that. I'm in a platinum mingle group now. And one of the leaders there said her goal is to increase her Essential Rewards percentage to 50%. Now, I've sat back for the last couple of months, and last 6 months, I've kind of been tracking my Essential Rewards percentage, and it's been anywhere between 36% and 40%. And I thought that was pretty good because Young Living's ER percentage is at 31%. And I thought, I'm beating Young Living, I'm good. Like, I've got a lot of people on Essential Rewards. But when that woman said that her Essential Rewards percentage was at 50% for her team, or she wanted that goal to hit 50% for her team, it all of a sudden triggered something in me that I don't want to be complacent. I don't want to settle for 40%. I want to incrementally grow until I can hit 50% as well. So manifesting it is setting your goal and reaching for it. O stands for own your calendar. Own your calendar. Don't let things happen to you. Put things down right away of what your priorities are. One of my favorite parts of game plan, and I'm not going to be able to find it on the fly here, but maybe one of you can. But do you remember in the one paragraph where she said, "Oh, I know where it is. It's actually in her. First appendix, which is about her accountability form, right? She has an accountability form in here. No, maybe it's at the very end. Accountability worksheet. She says this: are you overwhelmed by having to put 4 to 6 classes on the schedule for the month? A class a week is a commitment of 2 hours a week. Don't overthink this. Don't overshoot. Don't think that you have to pour hours into your classes. A class a week is a commitment of 2 hours a week. That's 8 hours a month. You are giving 160 hours a month to a full-time job where you're getting paid whatever your employer has deemed you are worth. This is the job that gets you out of that other job. Again, you're working 160 hours for that job. Commit to at least 1 class a week to grow fast enough that you'll stick with your Young Living business. Artemis said you cannot learn this business by riding a bike slowly. You learn to ride the bike and you pedal faster so that you gain momentum. So if you're only having 1 class a month because that's all the time you have for this and you're not seeing the results that you want to see, you are not owning your calendar. Okay? You're not taking control of what your goals are and what you want to manifest in your life. So by owning your calendar, then you can pencil in those places where you're going to offer outrageous customer service. You're going to pencil in those places where you're going to call people on the phone, or you're going to contact and touch your business, once a day, and you're going to contact 3 to 5 people. and reach out to them and let them know what's happening and what the promotions are. The last one is take it away. Take it away. Or not the last one, but one of them is take it away. And what they meant by this was to blow it out of the water, right? Take it away, and show people like these promotions are amazing, but they last for a very short time. How many of us on the call today, just by a show of hands, I see some video, how many of us got our order in for the laundry soap, the hand purifier, anything that was 15% off through the other day? Because we saw it was a short time. Young Living said, we're only going to offer this through the 28th. It was yesterday, right? No, today. Oh, is it today? Did it end yesterday? It ended yesterday, I think. Anyway, some of us saw it was for a very short time. Young Living said, we offer these promotions, but they come out right after the rally. They're extra special for people who have taken the time to come to the rally. And now we're going to give you just this little blip. Take it away. The next one is encourage. Encourage people. The next one is importance of. Show people the importance of whatever you're promoting. What's the difference that it made in your life? And the last one is tell your story. So they all kind of flow together, but you can see that promotion goes beyond just saying, hey, did you see Young Living's having a sale? Tell me why you like the Thieves Laundry Soap. Tell me why you like the, why you order the hand purifier as opposed to picking up Purell or something at Bath & Body Works. Tell me why Ningxia Red has changed your life. Give me those, give your customers those stories and show them the value of what they're investing in. If you are not already following the group, the Entrepreneurers group on Facebook, that is one that Connie McDaniel set up a while ago, and now Jordan Stearns is helping her admin. And they are posting videos once a week that are super inspiring and encouraging. And this week and this month has been all about communicating with your team. So if this is a place where you struggle because you feel like you're too pushy, or you're always, selling something, the next thing, or you're, nobody's taking advantage of the sales that are happening. Do you hear the excuses and how those sound? If that's what you've been saying to yourself, you need to check out those videos and you need to see what Jordan and Connie are proposing for you to communicate with your team more effectively. The promotion that's coming out in May is related to Ningxia Red. We did this promotion, this campaign back in October, and we've had lots of people, and I don't know for sure, I didn't ask my mom for the stat this morning, but I know we had 600 enroll in March who've never used Ningxia Red on a regular basis. So our design in bringing the Ningxia Red Challenge, remember our hashtag Ningxia Every Day that we were using? Bringing that campaign back to the lifestyle group and showing people the value of taking Ningxia Red every day is for you to show people how it creates better health for you, how it helps you get ready for summer bodies, right? And fitness. Some of you live in cold places where you're just coming out of the cold season and people are more active. Maybe outdoors is nicer, and so people are spending more time exercising. They've got fitness goals that they want to meet. They're headed to Florida in June, and they want to wear a certain swimsuit. Or over the summer or over the winter, sometimes we gain that winter weight, and we want to shed that so we fit into our clothes again for the summer, that kind of thing. So Ningxia Red is that staple bottom line thing that helps with all of those health goals. And oh gosh, Michelle, you're still having snow in Colorado. I'm so sorry. Well, we're upset here because we're almost to 100. My friend who's from Colorado Springs is headed home as soon as possible. She said, I can't do the 100-degree weather. I've got to get out of here before it's 100 degrees. It's already been 100 degrees. My air conditioning's been on for a week, so at least maybe 2 weeks now. Anyway, so that's what I want to say about the reason those campaigns are showing up. Andrea's done videos the last couple of months. I'll probably do a video about the Ningxia Red Challenge, but we're not going to comment me on the videos this time. We're going to do the Ningxia Red Challenge through a Google form or a SurveyMonkey. I'm not really sure what we're going to use yet, but something electronic. So then you can email those links out to your team, and they can click on them and use them outside of Facebook, because I know a lot of people have team members that aren't on Facebook too. So hopefully that will be great. But Ningxia Every Day really helped people see the value in Ningxia Red. And somebody asked me, I had this great conversation with somebody who was like, can't we start these promos like on the first of the month? So it makes sense. We start them in the middle of the month because we want to give everyone a chance to catch up. So if somebody has never ordered Ningxia Red, we want to give them those first 2 weeks of the month to get their order. So we want to show them right away this week how to order their Ningxia Red. Should they invest in a 2-pack? The best deal is the Essential Rewards Kit. I can't wait to I don't have any idea what Young Living is rolling out for promotions in May, but I would love to see if we can kind of coordinate, a Ningxia Red order plus these products, again, promoting, right? Seeing all the ways that they can maximize their 300 level order so that they get all the promotions this month. They get $30 back in ER points if this is their first month. You see where my brain is going here? I want you to, I'm speaking it through because I think sometimes we assume that everybody knows that the reason we do campaigns is to help your OGV. And maybe you didn't know that. So hopefully you know that that's been a huge commitment of ours to take what Young Living is providing in terms of free product and that kind of thing, and then roll it back to give our community value in promoting certain topics throughout the time. So we had an enrollment campaign, we had an Essential Rewards campaign. Now we're headed into a product campaign that'll take us from May into June because people will need to reorder that Ningxia Red to finish the challenge into June. And then you'll see we're going to roll out even some more after convention and through the summer months as well. So I gave you that little background to show you what we are doing and how to help you promote rather than just announce what's happening, promote to your teams. Are there questions about that part of what's coming from Living Well Now this month that I can answer in large group that would benefit everyone? Come live and ask, and then I'm going to move on to the next way we're going to benefit you this month and into June.
I just wanted to add on to what you said, Ange, that it's very important for you all to know that this came out of GoPro's 6-figure income workshop that we had last December. And this is game changing, and it has been. Look on Business Builders the last few months with the enrollment and now with Essential Rewards. In fact, our percentage already is up from last month for increased people on ER. So
where are we at, Deb?
That's exciting. I'll look right now for today, but we were at 36, I think, last month, and we're over that. So you guys are doing an amazing job of promoting those programs. So the campaigns are crucial for rank advancements, just crucial. So I'll look and go ahead and.
No, that was fantastic, Mom. Thanks for bringing that out. Because, yeah, the 6-figure summit was a special workshop that Eric Worre did with the top earners and the people who had purchased packs of tickets. And that was one thing Andrea and Deb came back with. Deb, my mom, they came back with this idea. Campaigns and promotion are what separate people from become or what help people become 6- and 7-figure earners. And I know that everybody on this call today has the potential to be that level of earner in this company if you choose that, and if you pour into the skills and training that's necessary to move yourself that way, and if you become an expert promoter. So we want to copy and duplicate the things that are most successful. And when Eric Worre speaks it to a group of people who are already at 6 and 7 figures, then we listen and we put it back into you to give you value for your businesses and the growth that you're experiencing as well.
So pat yourself in the back. We are now on the 28th day of April, 37.4% on members on ER.
That's fantastic. And Deb, Tell us the other stat. That's 37.4% of how many members are on the Living Well Now team right now?
We're over 11,000. 11,000 members from the last 2 months, with 650 last month and over 400 new members this month. Plus, I see here, it also gives me the option of members on Essential Rewards, 3,900. So again, continuing to keep that moving up the ladder on Fortune and the follow-up with your teams.
And how cool that Young Living's continuing a promotion this weekend that a lot of you might want to take advantage of for Melissa. So if you enroll 3 people, plus they get signed up on Essential Rewards at the same time, so 100% of your enrollees are on Essential Rewards at the beginning, you earn a bottle of Sleep Essence and a bottle of Melissa oil. That value is incredible. Sleep Essence is out of stock, so we can consider that priceless, right? And also Melissa oil costs, the PV level is 157.75 PV. And it's an incredible oil for a lot of people. So really showing people the value this weekend, enrolling 3, putting them on Essential Rewards right away, earns you both gifts. If you just enroll 3 people this weekend, Young Living is going to give you the Sleep Essence. But just what we said today about Essential Rewards, what value to your customers that you're talking to this weekend, your prospects, to say, here's the chance to get your premium starter kit with all the products that you want, whether it's Ningxia, Thieves, or essential oils. Here's Essential Rewards for your first month, ordering the Valor, adding an $11 bottle of oil or more to that order, puts them at the minimum of $50. We also have that really great document that I took downstairs that we shared with you last week about showing people how to change over their cleaning and laundry supplies in month 1 and hit that 50 PV level. Whatever it is, you help them sign up for PV, and Young Living sends you the Melissa and the Sleep Essence. How so awesome. Young Living's also catching on to this idea, right, of promoting and helping us invest back into our businesses. Other questions? I also, as you're thinking of what those are, come live, but I want to also give a shout out because our gold and above leaders, our executive and above leaders, those people who are highly engaged in what we're doing, will sometimes throw into the pot for the gifts that we're giving out. And we love that. Ningxia Red, we're going to be able to offer, I think we increased, we're going to double our gifts from the last time we did it. I think we gave away 10 bottles of Ningxia last time. We're going to give away 20 bottles of Ningxia. So obviously our exec and above leaders are at a point now where they can each, chip in $5 or $10, and that helps cover some of those costs. It also shows your personal investment in making these things happen. Those details haven't come out yet about the campaign. I'm just telling you that I want to appreciate those people who are on our leadership teams, our leadership levels, because you're the ones that are investing back in. And maybe you're not maybe you're investing back in directly to your team by offering promotions back to them for doing certain things and backing up what Living Well Now is doing. And that's fantastic too. However you want to offer customer service to your product users and your business builders, duplicate what we're doing. We love being able to give back. We love being able to serve, and we love being able to help people live healthier lives. Bottom line. Yay! The other thing that I thought of when I said that is, if you are an exec and above leader, you're not eligible for these prizes, okay? I want to make that super clear. Like, thank you for showing and commenting that you kept your order the same, or you're, whatever, because that helps draw attention to the thread. But you won't be eligible for the prizes because we want to invest in the people who are coming up the ranks. And we do that intentionally because we want to invest back into the people who are just getting started. So FYI on that. Same thing happens here at my house when I have classes. Our senior stars and above don't earn prizes. It seems silly if you're the senior star and you bring your team here to a class and we're giving away stuff and you're taking it home and instead of giving it to the new people that are here so that they see the value in making their own carpet sprinkler, or they see the value in making their own bath salts, or or trying the chapstick for the very first time. So I throw that in as a little tip about promotions and your own levels and things like that. Yeah, leaders don't need to win the raffles. The new people need to see how awesome it is to give it away. Cool. All right, ready for the next part? Shoot, we're already at 7:25. I'm not gonna cheapskate this, but I want to show you. I want to show you that we heard you. We heard a lot of people talking about this amazing book. A lot of diamond and above leaders are duplicating her boot camp with their own teams, and they're personalizing it. So Sarah has been generous enough to make her videos available, her Facebook group available, her resources available, much of it for free. Some of it has cost associated with it if you're buying CDs or DVDs or resources, the books like this. The third book is this one. Sorry, I didn't have that one in my hand. The third book one is her mini book. This is her story in a nutshell. Sarah Harnish is now a diamond level leader who lives in upstate New York, who moved there not knowing anybody, very, very tiny rural community, in order to take a job as a news anchor. But not news anchor, but a radio anchor for a Christian radio station. She was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and her husband was working crazy hours and jobs, and they were still homeschooling their 5 children. And she said, enough is enough. So if you have not heard her story, you want to go online and look her up and hear her story live. This is also a great mini book that for people who read, very similar to Adam Green's 25 to Life book, telling his story as well, why it was not satisfying to live a life of poverty, why it was not satisfying to live a static life. And so she's developed curriculum, a book and a workbook, all in one place to help people be successful at thanks for posting, the oilabilityteam.com is the website, and also you can find them on Facebook at Oilability as well. The thing I want to preface is by saying, and I'm taking all my ego out of this, I'm taking it, all of my ego is removed. I humbly come before you and I tell you that there is no secret sauce in game plan. If you're expecting to read this book and change your life, it's not going to happen. If you expect to read this book and do the actions that we have been duplicating and teaching you in our team for the last 5 years intentionally, that's when you're going to see the results. So I first want to preface this by saying Sarah Harnish is a rock star for putting all of the material that has been in multiple places for our team, touch here, touch there, touch here, get it all together. We are grateful to her for putting it all under one roof, so to speak, or between 2 covers. But this is a game plan that could be a game changer if you commit to the actions and time necessary to build your business. So I see a lot of people on a bandwagon right now. Anytime I mention the LWN game plan, anytime we had a great call the other night on the book club. I recorded it, so you can go in and listen to that if you want to hear some of the feedback from it. That was a discussion about the book and what we liked and what we could relate to. She is a very, very relatable, well-spoken. She is clear in her delivery. But your actions and follow through is what's going to make the difference. That's going to be your game changer. So instead of thinking of this as like the next best thing, think about this as tightening up the things that you're already doing well. I want to be very, very clear that just because you read the book or join the boot camp doesn't automatically mean that you're going to rank up before convention. I told Andrea I felt super passionately after we were finished, as we were finishing out Rock. We had a conversation on our way home from the last Rock. Is that right, Mom? And the 3 of us, I was driving and we were playing with Zoom and whatever. And I said, Andrea, I'm with you. I see the value of game plan, especially for our new builders, especially for our new builders, because it's all in one place and it's very easy to access. So who benefits from new builders learning the game plan right away? Those people who are senior star, executive, silver level, those people who want to advance to those ranks. If you are a star leader, if you are just a member and you are brand new to Young Living, this is where you want to begin. And you want to be an active participant in our game plan boot camp. If you are somebody who is a silver leader or an executive leader wanting to move to silver, or a silver leader who wants to help other people on her team get to executive and above, maybe you're starting to develop your 3rd line to be able to rank toward gold. You want those leaders to be in game plan. You do not want to come into this game plan boot camp by yourself. So that would be another tip I would tell you right away, because this game plan is, again, thinking about promotions and who it's for. Yes, it's great for you to pour into your personal development and your professional development by following along each day of this 25-day boot camp. But the people who are going to help you get to where you are the people that you're helping get to where they want to go. Clear? Am I sounding super bossy and directive today? Sorry, not sorry. This is the best I get at being Ruby. Okay, one of the things I know about my business personally is that until I started duplicating to help people earn bigger paychecks, until I started until they wanted bigger paychecks, my business went nowhere. It was depressing. Mom, you were there for a lot of my crying in the closet moments where I would just be so frustrated because I had the OGV. I had the OGV to rank to silver. I'm going to use that part of my story for this promotion right now. I really wanted to rank to silver, and I had the OGV to do it because I have a really amazing, wide, awesome, long-standing team who are loyal product users, and they're amazing. But I had not found people who were set apart to earn a consistent paycheck and go beyond their scarcity mentalities. And so it took a lot of prayer. It took a lot of skill training, a lot of coaching for me and from me for people to open their minds and eyes to the opportunities that were there. And it took 20 months. You guys know my story. I went from executive to silver in 20 months. Sarah Harnish did it in like 7 days or something ridiculous. Because right away, she saw that bringing people on right away to get them a paycheck, help earn them a paycheck, was essential to them sticking to the game plan and moving to silver quickly. She also spoke life into each of her leaders, seeing them as diamonds. And you'll see she hashtags, and we've been playing with it in our group too, diamonds rising, right? She knows that the more diamonds and the more time we take to help throw off the things that hold us back from becoming a diamond because we don't think we're worthy for whatever reason, those were the best use of her time. So when you had somebody first enroll, now I'm gonna bring it back to present time. Last month, we offered a deal for people who enrolled for the very first time. What follow-up have you given that person this month? Have you shown them how to access the resources on livingwellnow.com? Have you shown them how to, have you celebrated with them the check that they received? Have you shown them that they are going to earn 25% back for an order that's placed by those new members this month and next month? Have you shown them the potential that they have, the income disclosure form? Have you drawn circles with them to show them how their business could be formed? Have you taken that risk to take them to the next level to help open their minds to a possibility of not just enrolling people last month, but actually opening to a business that pays for their product every month or creates an income stream that enhances their life somehow? That's my question. The follow-up to those pieces, if you haven't done that this month, do that. And then the follow-up piece is an invitation to them to say, look, I can teach you all the steps that you need to be successful, but right now we're getting ready to run a very special boot camp for people who want to get their products paid for, who want to create an income stream, who are building longevity or a legacy income for their families. And I think you would be the perfect person to come join me in that. That's the second part. So the first part is the very practical teaching, how to follow up and lead with the business, show people the value in being part of the business, and then inviting them to the Game Plan Bootcamp. We're setting it up as a separate group. I'm going to screen share for a second so you can see what I've done so far. We're setting it up as a separate group because for this reason, we have, I don't even know how many people we have in Living Well Now Business Builders group right now, but we have a lot of people in there that are just voyeurs. They don't really have action necessary or thoughts necessary to push themselves to the next level. Maybe they are added to the Business Builders group because they're on Essential Rewards and they have a few people ordering underneath them, but maybe they're not active. We want to reserve admission to the boot camp for people who want to rank to the next rank by June 9th, before convention. So that means that they don't have to be in Business Builders group. It does mean that you really want to have stressed to them the value of being on Essential Rewards. But we're shifting people over into this place because these are people who are actively building their businesses. They are people who are determined to move to senior star, to senior star, to executive, to silver, and even to gold and above by June 9th. The format of the group, I've already started adding some files to this, but this is the pinned post. The pinned post describes that the group will begin on May 8th and end on June 9th. We did this on purpose. It's a 25-day boot camp from Sarah. It will happen Monday through Friday for 5 weeks. That means that on the weekends, there will not be content added in the group. That means on the weekend, if you're somebody who can't carve out that hour a day in addition to the 2 hours a week you're putting toward classes, hint, hint, that means that the weekends are going to be for catching up. If you haven't watched Game Plan Bootcamp Day 1 from Sarah, you want to do that to help her see and send that video to people to help them see the promotion of why and how this bootcamp works from her end. We also really want you to be tracking numbers. I said it earlier today about campaigns. So have you filled out your abundance tracker? Have you looked at your creating a foundation form? Are you maximizing your Rising Star Team bonus opportunity? And then Sarah has an amazing Game Plan Bootcamp accountability form. It's fantastic. Let me show you that really quickly. Because it's really important to me that you take a minute to look through this. Oh, I've had a lot of things up this week. Where is it? PDF. Had a lot going on. Here it is. Right, can you all see this? Oh, it was just minimized. Here's my favorite part. Schedule 4 to 6 classes for the month of May. Dates of classes scheduled. Place a check mark next to the class if you have set up a Facebook event and ask 3 people to invite 50 different people to it. Do her actions. If you want to rank up, do her actions. That's her marketability plan, marketing plan. This should be done before the end of the month, so there is time to market classes early in the month. So guess what? You can be enrolling people this weekend and promoting your May classes this weekend. So then this part here is a business benchmark wish list for the month. Again, this is our abundance tracker and that creating a foundation form kind of linked together in part 2. Who are you raising leaders with? Write a specific goal on the next sheet for at least 2 leaders. You should be connecting with your leaders once a week via phone, text, Facebook, Zoom, etc. Tangible goals might be getting the game plan book in their hands, adding them to the game plan page, and checking in to see that they've seen the files section. Living Well Now, Business Builders Group. I'll change the language on this so that it matches what we're doing. Tagging them in our boot camp, giving them an award for watching the first video, getting them on the Tuesday or ours are Friday calls. I need to change up that paragraph. It's awesome that she gave us a doc so we can do that right away. So there's a lot here, a lot of content right away that you can start building teams with. So I show you this because I want you to know that we had a lot of really great things happening with the Senior Star Sprint, but we didn't have a lot of action come from it because people were listening and watching and enjoying and learning and changing and growing, but they weren't putting it into action. So this is an action-based group, and I'm going to say it as scarily as I can, that we want you to be in this group if you have a sincere goal to move ahead. Most diamond and above teams are making this a silver boot camp for people who want to rank to silver. Maybe you have a goal of that by the end of the summer that you rank to silver. Maybe you need a push to get you to get to executive so that you can see the push to silver as possible. We wanted to open it up to anyone who wanted to rank up before convention because we saw the value in our whole team benefiting from the information that's going to come out from Game Plan and show you how the Living Well Now resources dovetail very nicely with it as well. So ordering wise, you want the book. You want to have the book so that you can access the information that's in here. If you are a student at heart, you're going to want the workbook because you're going to want to fill the papers in right away, right into here. I'm more of a journal girl, so I like to take another notepad or another notebook and then write down my responses. So the first two days of the boot camp are what we've taught. We've taught about our why are we building this business, and we've taught about what our business story is or what our story is, that what are we leaving behind in order to achieve something new. She has some, so all of the content that I'm putting in on each of the days includes what steps you want to take to do that. The other thing that's going to be optional every day, because this really changed our Senior Star Sprints when we started this in January, it's going to be optional every day for you to be accountable to talk to 3 people. That was a great add to our Senior Star Sprint. It's not going to be a must. You're not going to get dumped from the group if you don't do it. You don't have to, don't sweat about this. This is on you. At the end of the day, your success or failure is on you. Sarah Harnish said, and I was just, I forget which part of it I was reading to prepare the other night, and she said she gets some requests to switch to her team because people love this game plan book so much, and they say, because my upline doesn't have anything like this, or my upline doesn't do that, or my downline isn't da-da-da, and my upline, she said, it doesn't matter who your upline is. If you aren't doing the actions necessary to be successful, then, and she doesn't accept people on her team. That was what she wanted to say. She plays fair across the board, prospects outside of Young Living. She's not poaching people from other teams because she has a system. She's being very open. She's being very humble. She's being very, transparent and leading people to success. So all three books are available on Amazon. We're not ordering them in bulk. If somebody wants to head that up that's local, or you want to head that up for your team, you can go to her website, and I think you can get a discount on them if you order them in bulk. But we are encouraging people just to get to Amazon, get them ordered, get them in your hands prior to beginning on May 8th. Now, again, we didn't start on May 1st, and there was a reason for that. We know here at the end of the month, our focus is on reaching end of month goals. So we didn't want to stress anybody out by having to add everybody to the Facebook group, figure out who's going to be a business builder, what's going to happen, and increase their OGV by Sunday at midnight. So we're going to give you the whole first week of May to promote this to your teams, to find people to come on board with you, and the boot camp will kick off on May 8th. And like I said, it'll be the 5 days, and then nothing over the weekend, and then 5 more days, and then nothing over the weekend, and we're going to go all the way up to June 9th. And that'll be our last game plan boot camp day. That's day 25. And then we'll all meet up at convention. And the thing that we want to do special on the Living Well Now team is, and to honor you and to show you how much we appreciate your hard effort and work and that kind of thing, is especially is if you're coming to convention, we want to celebrate with you. We're already having a dinner together on Thursday evening. You can purchase and reserve your spot at one of the times. Mom, do you want to say more about that? Are you still on? Do you want to say more about convention dinner? All I know it's on Thursday, and I'm going to be there. Yes.
We are very blessed and grateful to have a dinner provided, and we're going to do 5:30 to 7:30 for 125 people, and then 7:30 to 9:30 for another 125 people. If you were there last year, we were squished in, and so this time we're spreading it out. And we also are asking people to RSVP on Oily Events for $5 to hold your place, so we really have a head count for both groups. So we feel blessed that you will join us, and we will celebrate and have a chance to chat about what's all happening. It's going to be Thursday night, so that's kind of right in the middle of the, and it's also a Young Living free night for us to be together.
Well, Deb, didn't we decide it's in place of the gala, right? Did we talk about that?
Right.
So I want to be significant. I want to point that out, that Andrea and my mom and I had the opportunity to have a table at the gala and get all dressed up and celebrate and watch the diamonds and everybody move above. But we decided that it was better for us to spend time with our whole team, so that next year we can all, like a bunch of us can be at the gala celebrating the new diamonds that are walking across the stage, right? Doesn't that sound like, put that image in your mind about how powerful that will be to move from our team event here to also, celebrating this next rank advancement for people who are moving to Diamond in 2017, 2018.
So if you have people that are going to convention on your teams, make sure that they click on the link, the Oily Events link on the convention website. Make sure they're in the convention group too, to get the updated information news. Did everybody see that convention is still open? they're not closing convention doors yet.
And at our Young Living rally on Saturday, the staff from Young Living said it's going to be out of this world. Like, just what's being planned and prepared is crazy awesome, including the rumor is maybe some tailgating, because we're having a stadium where our meetings are in a stadium. And so it's got a real sports theme to it. So there's going to be lots of time and celebration to be outside. It's family friendly. That was part of the reason they did it in the big stadium, so that people could feel free to come and go as they needed to. It was just really cool to hear them talk about, like, they're expecting over 20,000 Young Living members to come to convention this year, which is so powerful in and of itself. So very, very, very excited. Cool. All right. What questions have I not answered? I mean, I have basic plans for game plan that I shared with you today. Is that enough? I hope that's enough to go on. I'm following exactly what Sarah Harnish did. I'm plugging in Living Well Now pieces that are already created, so you don't have to be recreating anything or spending time doing actions that aren't income producing, IPAs she calls them, for a quick income producing activities. What questions do you still have, and what advice do you need about promotion? We'll talk about promoting it next Friday. I was getting some feedback from our Gold and Above leaders on the group, and I'm hoping to make the group live so that we can start adding folks. I'll probably start with the execs and above, adding them in today and tomorrow, and then we'll post in Business Builders group and get folks added that way as well. Again, I don't want to just create like a mass exodus from Business Builders to Game Plan. I really want the people in Game Plan Bootcamp who want to rank up before convention. And I say that very seriously, because I want forward thinkers. I want conversation that is life-giving. I want participation that is active and engaged, and not just voyeurs. Am I clear on who we're looking for and who you're going to ask to join you? Are you already thinking about some people and writing them down? These are the team members that you want to bless with an income that helps their family, that they want to be part of, that they want to learn about at whatever rank they are right now, to help move them through, to bring on new people, and change their story from being one of sickness and poverty to one of health and wealth. Wow, I took almost the whole time. That was a lot of talking. I'm going to stop the recording since there are no big questions.